Hi, my name is Jimmy Wentz.
I'm Ty Lindsay.
And I'm Caleb Grimm.
And this is That One Metal Blog. Hi, and welcome to That One Metal Blog. This is our first video that we are shooting here, so we're going to let you get a little know about ourselves a little bit here. My name's Jimmy, in case you're dumb and forgot my name from the past 5 seconds. Three of my favorite bands is Gwar. Well, because where else can you get covered in fake blood and see people get their private parts chopped off? Every time I die, because, well, fuck you if you don't like them. And Black Dahlia Murder, because you're a dumb asshole and you didn't read my shirt. Ty, what are three of your favorite bands?
Def Leppard has the top of the list for me. I've seen it about 6 or 7 times. Rush is my second one. Seen them 3 times. And Iron Maiden, who I just got back from seeing last month with my dad.
Alright. And to go to the complete opposite end of the spectrum, let's go over here to Caleb. Caleb, what are 3 of your favorite bands?
Since you had to be an asshole and just say 3, to leave it down to all different spectrums of extreme music, it'd have to probably be Napalm Death, well-noted grindcore pioneers from Birmingham, England. Lord Mantis, a decently new doom/sludge kind of based metal outfit, and I'll have to go with, since we have to go with your shirt, I'll say Celtic Frost, since to be the point here.
Okay, we're going with shirts today, people. Alright, so we're going to break into some metal news here. We're going to go over here to Ty. Ty, what do you have for us?
Well, first on the list is Rage Against the Machine. They released a little teaser this morning regarding a project regarding some of the members of Rage. Don't know any specifics just yet, but it sounds like a couple shows could be happening in the sometime foreseeable future. Next is Guns N' Roses. They announced their opening acts for their upcoming summer tour. Alice in Chains is one of them, and also Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz, people. Yes, that Lenny Kravitz. American woman Lenny Kravitz with Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that, honestly. Another piece of news, Ozzy, of course, he's been in the news recently. He's actually going to sex rehab for recently sleeping with his hairdresser. So,
because everyone's wanted to fuck their hairdresser at some point in time, but very few actually do. Something else to comment on Ozzy, just to add in here, Ty. Did you hear about how Knotfest and Ozfest is going to be combined?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That sounds like it's going to be one hell of a show.
Yeah.
Too bad we're in Iowa and that's in California.
Nothing exciting happens here.
Yeah, not really. But, to tell you guys something we just found out, you might have known it before. It's really interesting though. As I'm sure you've heard of Volbeat, yes, we said Volbeat on a metal channel, their lead singer, Michael Poulsen, yes, he actually used to be the frontman and lead guitarist for a death metal band named Dominus. We checked out their song Dancing with Magic, and it was actually kind of impressive for,
Speak for yourself, Jimmy.
Shut up, to going to, you know, growls. Interesting. Large dynamic vocal range.
Should have kept Dancing with Magic.
Yeah. You know, you could hate on me all you want. Volbeat.
I'm a hater, man. I'm a full-blown hater.
Yeah. You know, even if you don't like Volbeat, you have to admit that Michael has a really large range when it comes to his
that I will give him. Just like I said, it's in the same cusp of how I look at Glenn Danzig. You can enjoy the vocals and the music all together in their entirety, but you can't help but make fun of them. Kind of like Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit. You gotta make fun of them. But then Fred kind of makes it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Durst does kind of make you want to break stuff.
Ooh.
Wow, we just went 1990 on your... Okay.
I did it all for the Nookie people. Alright, so we're going to go to Caleb over here. He's going to tell us about some of our upcoming projects we have.
Well, after that, I'm not sure I can deal with the pressure of that news.
Yeah.
But anyway, for what we have on the more extreme spectrum of music, we have Death Angel's 8th installment, The Evil Divide, which is, from what I've heard on a select few tracks, has been just going to be another outstanding, nice little nudge for what they've been doing for past near 30 years now. And they started out in their teens. So I'm really looking forward to it, just as a whole. I'm not a big thrash metal head, but in other news of a more down in the gutter, if you are much for doom, sludge, even stoner metal, which I'm sure there has to be a good handful of those people out there.
There has to.
There has to be.
You right there. You are, aren't you?
We know you like to smoke the ganja. We have Cough, which is probably one of my favorite bands among many, as it's well acclaimed. But with their new LP, Still They Pray, which is actually being produced by one of the members from Electric Wizard, for all of you that are very well aware of their work, which they are decently notarized for their dope, clean work. So,
what is it with stoner metal bands with one word? So we have like Sleep, for example.
It's easy to remember.
That's true, I guess.
well, you gotta look at all the other bands that come out of that genre, is that a lot of them were greatly influenced by the same bands that come out for, like, the South even. Like, you look at bands like Crowbar, even Pantera, or I Hate God, they all were greatly influenced by a lot of the same bands. Black Sabbath, obviously, is the most well-acclaimed, but even, like, you have, like, Black Widow, or even, like, bands like Celtic Frost, even Venom. Like, a lot of the bands that we are into nowadays all come from the same heritage. And what's better than down-tuning all the way to the lowest point and just droning away?
I guess, yeah.
It's easy for potheads to keep up with. I sure
It
know
is.
I do. But in other news, and granted these are all of my choice, these are not obviously the big picks of the year, but for me. And also on June 3rd, you'll have Dark Funeral with their longest album I can't even remember, or Shadows Forever Reign, because I have to keep looking. But obviously, well-noted, not necessarily pioneers, but they actually have their stones and their satanic imagery, as well as their dark and prolific lyricism. So I would say these are bands to look forward to in the coming future.
Just to let you guys know, too, me and Caleb are going to be going back-to-back with a couple concerts here. We'll be taking a trip to Des Moines on Saturday to see Black Dahlia Murder, probably for like the 6th time for me, I think. Yes, admire the shirt. This is who we're seeing. I wore this on purpose, don't you know? So maybe we can get an interview with them, see how Trevor's doing with the new album, what his feel is on things. They're touring for the Abysmal album right now, which has been released now for a few months. And then on Sunday, here in sunny Waterloo, Iowa, we will be going to Spicoli's Rock Garden, soon to be Spicoli's Rockade. Yes, they'll have arcade games. Shocker, I know, if you couldn't tell from the name. And we'll be seeing Prong and Green Death. Green Death, we already have an interview set up with. Prong, it's kind of tentative right now, but we may have an interview with them. So just make sure you stay tuned to our blog, as well as our YouTube channel here, and our Facebook page. Also, our blog is thatonemetalblog.com, if you couldn't tell from the intro, the outro that you're about to see, and the screen behind me. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up here at That
I do
One
actually
Metal
have
Blog.
one last thing to install for. Just for anyone in the Cedar Valley area that's going to be having an open day on June 23rd, we'll be also having Primitive Man, Cult Leader, coming to Cedar Falls at the Black Hole, which, according to Jimmy, is where all the lovely junkies come to congregate. But hopefully we'll have some pretty level-headed people, along with, I guess, a well-known band, not known to me, but Feather and Bone. So come out for your grindcore, crust punk, or just doom sludge-based needs, and check out the bands, honestly. The 2 out of the 3 that I know of are well acclaimed in my book, I've been aware of them for now 2 years, and they haven't failed yet. So check them out.
Yeah. So come out to the black hole. Make sure you don't touch any of the hypodermic needles on the ground.
Damn it, that was my line.
Yeah, I'm really sorry if you are the person that owns the black hole, but it's true. I'm sorry. Anyways, as I was trying to say before, that pretty much wraps it up here at That One Metal Blog. So, as always, stay metal.
I can't even say that with a straight face. You guys are on your own with that one.
I'm gonna add that in.